Professional wrestling from head to toe. New stories, independent wrestling. Let's go. Breaking down the matches, analyzing the fights. Big cats got the scoop, shining the spotlight. From the big leagues to the underdog flying. First sessions got you covered day and night. With the roar of the crowd, we dive deep inside, uncovering the secrets we can't hide. Body slams and suplexes, we abide. Burn sessions where the wrestling truth resides.
Welcome to Purr Sessions Wrestling Podcast, live every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Also, for audio listeners, it will be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I am your host, the Maine of Maine, Big Cat Tyler Adams. And right now, I have my tag team partner, the Nautical Nightmare.
There we go.
Hey, I maybe I watched it a few times to make sure I did it right. Dylan Nix.
You just were putting the emphasis in the middle vowel. Basically, you were kind of like blurring the middle vowel. That's what was messing you up.
I blame my English. Levi, Spade, and Samuel Matthews will be here later.
Sorry, I can think that was Ralph Wiggum. Me like English? That impossible.
This is how I talk. Like I said, Samuel Matthews and Levi Spade will hopefully be on later. Maybe Samuel not Samuel. Levi Spade pulled a big cat and fell asleep. And
didn't he say he's not been feeling good though? To be fair, so.
Yeah, he hasn't been feeling good.
He's got the plague.
I gave him the plague over the internet, apparently.
So somehow that happens.
But we're just gonna continue on the show. Hopefully they'll be here later. We have with us the MPW owner, Aaiden Andrews with us. And he's going to be talking about what?
You almost called him a shoot name, didn't you?
I did.
You're like, yeah.
I had to think about it for a second. He's going to be talking about the upcoming event on November 16th. And it's going to be same old place, right? Indian Island?
I believe. No, it's on Orono, I believe.
Different spot in Orono?
Yes. Indian Island's over here, Orono's over here. So it's
I know, but
different spot. Yeah,
okay,
just go different spot.
But anyways, we have, like I said, the MPW owner, Aaiden Andrews. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever.
I know. It's been, when was the last show? September?
August.
It was August? Oh my God.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
And our show is on Indian Island on November 16th.
I was right. Ha.
Look, can't get them all right.
Sometimes. We are going to be having a new venue starting in January. We're going to kind of use Penobscot Nation as like for our big events, like our anniversary show and King of New England and stuff like that will happen over there. But we're going to test out a new venue.
Priemer's talking to me about it.
Yeah, we want to get some people over that may be a little timid of the island a little bit, some of their rules, or may not be allowed over there for some other reasons. So this will maybe open that up a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah. So, do you just want to go into a little bit about your wrestling background before we get started about the event coming up?
Yeah. So basically, I started with IWE back in 2008. I actually wrestled under a mask when I first started. Eric Johnson was one of our trainers back then. He was the main trainer back then.
You weren't Viper, were you?
No. No, he was far more talented than I was.
You weren't Ox from Vacation Land, were you?
No.
You don't remember Ox?
No, you don't remember him? I remember him a little.
Cat's getting up to get pictures. Oh, yeah. Okay.
that terrible gimmick.
Yeah,
Anyways, continue.
yeah, I remember that now.
I wrestled under a name, the Punisher. I was like a 140-pound guy that thought he was stronger than he was, and I wrestled one of my best friends. I don't know what happened there with the camera.
Stream close up.
Weird. But I wrestled one of my best friends back then, Mark Godfrey, in our first ever match there. And it was such a huge like adrenaline thing for me then doing it that I decided I went out back and Bull Moose Calhoun was back there, and he goes, my opponent hasn't shown up for the night. Does anybody want to be the victim of the night? And without even skipping a beat, I raised my hand right up.
For Bull Moose.
And for Bull Moose, yeah.
No thanks.
And he was like, he looked at me and he goes, seriously? And I said, yeah. I was like, why not? I said, I had a lot of fun. Let's go do it. And he was appreciative of me jumping in and doing it, that he wasn't as brutal with me as everybody else was. Like, he didn't give me the stink face. He didn't power bomb me to death. But I don't know did you guys ever wrestle at Cityside?
I was at
No.
Cityside for some IWE events. I never worked there. IWE kind of shut down and then I was about 3/4 done my training when IWE shut down.
It was right up until the end, until Mad Cat bought it. There was I took a choke slam from Bull Moose to finish the match, and I jumped so high up that my foot kicked the ceiling tile out, and the ceiling tile stayed that way the entire time that IWE ran shows there.
You know what?
Never got it fixed.
I know which one you're talking about too. I remember
That's
looking
funny.
at that, going,
Yeah,
"What happened there?" And someone's like, "Oh, choke slam," and I was like, "Oh, that tracks." Okay.
Yeah, I got a picture somewhere. I'll have to share it with you guys at some point, but I got a picture somewhere where I'm way up in the air, and like when he had me up in the air, like even Bull Moose was like, "Oh shit," and he slammed me down. And he was like, he asked if I was all right afterwards, and he was like, "You just made me look like fucking Andre." He was all excited. I don't think I ever wrestled him again after that point, but we had a lot of fun.
Oh man, the old IWE days. I remember that's what got me actually that limit. Like, so my first indie show here in Maine when I moved down to Bar Harbor area was actually a Let's show. It was a Let's. I can't remember which one it was. Eric fought. I remember Eric and Brandino, I think, fought. Maybe I can't remember. But anyway, I literally went to almost every IWE show for a long time too. So I was there for a lot of those shows.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's yeah.
It was funny. Alan Prophet was actually like training at the time, but when I got done wrestling, he was just coming in, but he was always coming to the shows and watching as like one of the little kids in the crowd.
Yeah.
So when him and I had our little feud there at the beginning of MPW, we made that little joke that he was that upset kid that never got to hold the junior weight title, and that's why he was the way he is now.
Ah. Speaking of kids, oh my god! Quick side story: we were at where did we go this last weekend? We were at a show down in Mass, and they had like I guess it's one of the whatever school it is will start training you at like 16, and these two kids are 16, 17 years old, and they worked a match, and I'm sitting there watching it, going, "These kids aren't bad." So yeah, just reminded me of that. So. Your camera's having all sorts of fits, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just like
in the background.
I don't get it. But yeah, and then we wrestled. It was basically the shows back then were just like we did Fairfield on Friday nights and Brewer on Saturday nights. It was just every month we were doing double shot weekends.
Yep. I've heard who is it, Sonny or Larry or someone be like, back in the day, we did double shots every weekend. We liked it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got people asking me now, like up, pipes up in Canada. It's like, you ever thinking about running a double shot? And then it's like, I don't know if it's really affordable.
Right. Right. So
what you do is you don't run a double shot. What you do is you run on like Friday and have like Turner run on Saturday or like Randy runs on Friday and you run on Saturday or like work it that way. That's how that would work out perfectly.
that's what we're doing in January for our show when we come back to Old Town. We're going to do January 24th. Turner's running on the 25th.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. My back, my poor back.
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be baby.
Yeah, says the guy. Says the one who never takes the heat. You know.
Hey, how many times have I offered to take the heat?
That's true. That's true. It just makes more sense for me to take it.
Well, I mean, that's why I said let's just be a little different and we'll figure out a different way.
So,
And if Big Cat's victorious on the 16th, that earns you guys a title shot.
I will
tag
be.
champ in January.
I will
what
be.
do you mean when? If that's
Yeah.
when.
Well,
Yeah.
you know how Matthews is and his cheating.
yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
that's true.
it's
That's true.
So you better watch out. Apparently, Turner said JP's not booked tomorrow. JP said he's showing up anyway, and JP has a vendetta against those two idiots.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
it's gonna get interesting.
it's gonna be.
well. The good thing is Lee's not booked for us. He's booked elsewhere that evening, so you won't have to deal with him. But who knows what Samuel Matthews has up his sleeve? So
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
well,
Fuck that guy, Lee Miller. Right.
ain't worried about that. You said that. I'm waiting for him to pop up in the chat now.
No,
Like,
that's
screw you guys.
well, his buddy Samuel Matthews decided that I guess he's not going to be here if he doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at, but
To be fair, life happens, man. So
yeah, it's all good. I'm just horsing around. So
I know.
So what basically made you decide to start MPW?
well, that all started with the 3W shit show.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Priemer reached out to me because he was like, "Hey, I need bodies for a Rumble." So I was like, "All right, cool, I'll come do that." And then as things kind of were going along with the planning, me and the guy that was running the 3W crap, not Roadblock, but the other guy, Purden, him and I were chatting and talking about running other shows in the future past this one. This was before I knew any of the other stuff hadn't been confirmed, like they hadn't paid the venue, they hadn't made deposit, they hadn't had done nothing. So as soon as I had found out, also Robert Purden had also said that they were going to keep all of the money from the fundraiser and not pay the fundraiser, and that they were going to use it to fund other shows.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that either.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. So that threw me right from the get-go that I was like, okay, I'm not going to deal with this guy. So I also contacted the school because they said they were doing it for a wrestling team. The school had no clue it was happening. So they didn't know what was going on. So once I found out that the venue hadn't been paid for, the team didn't know that they were having a fundraiser being done, and he said he was going to keep all the money from it. That was the end of it for me. I actually canceled the show for them by reaching out to the venue and saying, yeah, just forget it. We're not coming. And then me and Priemer talked about running the show on the island, which I had actually reached out for 3W on their behalf before this. And then I just decided to take it over. And basically we were just going to run a show because we felt bad for all of the talent that was going to wrestle for 3W, that you guys were basically screwed out of a date. So we're like, yeah, let's just run a show. And that's what's turned out from there. Just been kind of keep going.
Yeah, so, the first show you turned out pretty well. It was almost jam packed, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was over 300 in there.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Speaking of 3W, we're technically
still champions.
But we're not.
Still a tag team champion.
Basically, I think he stripped us, but he never officially stripped us. So
that's why when I posted the video, the photo of all our dates or whatever, how long we've been champion, and I did 3W as infinite because he never technically told us that we weren't. Well, he said that, but he didn't actually officially.
Yeah. He never came out and be like, "You guys aren't booked for me anymore," because, well, obviously, but still,
right.
And I laughed at that when I saw that little infinite graphic. I thought that was hilarious.
Super is probably going to be infinite too.
Yeah.
Anyways,
if they ever run again.
So I know your time is precious because you got stuff going on. So do you want to explain basically what's going on for the November 16th date?
Yeah, so a couple of things that I like to highlight. We have a couple of debuts
Sorry.
Happening. We got Zane Valentine with No Class Eric Bass coming down from Canada. They're associates of Wesley Pipes. So I'm excited to see them come down. I thought their promo was, top tier. I thought that was really, really good. Also excited for the women's match coming up as well. I think Serena Vale and Layla are going to tear it up. I'm hoping they'll come back for us in the future. So those are two of my favorites. And then, of course, we got Wesley Pipes, who's going to defend his heavyweight title against Mr. Anderson. That's going to be big. As well as, obviously, you getting back in the ring with Samuel Matthews and finally getting that revenge that you deserve.
Yeah, we've just been nonstop for the past few months of just getting at each other. And my so-called friend, deciding that he, trying to bring out demons that I've been trying to bury. So yeah, we're gonna squash that. Hopefully, no, there's no hopefully bad. We're gonna squash that November 16th. Put him in his place.
Come out the Monsters by Shinedown just to really mess with them.
The other thing, I was supposed to go one-on-one with Jacques Francais. It was going to be career versus career at that show. Whoever lost that was supposed to retire. That has actually been pushed to a future date. Most likely will be January, just because we have so much going on for November. I think we have 8 matches right now.
I'm literally wrestling for them. So it's like next weekend, the weekend after, and the weekend after. I got like show.
Yeah. Yeah. I was supposed to go to Crown.
Show, and then Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was supposed to go to Crown next week too, but it's just I can't. It's hard finding somebody to watch the boys and do all these shows like all month, weekend after weekend after weekend. It's kind of hard to do that. Like in January, it looks like it's going to be jam packed too, with a lot of shows. Yeah,
yes, it is.
And I'm excited for January. I want our tag team champions back up here. I don't know if I announced anything for that, but I'll announce that what we got kind of pinned so far just for that. So it's determining the outcome of what happens between Big Cat and Sam. But right now, we have the neighborhood will be challenging Dirt City Murder Crew for the tag team championships in January in Old Town. And then whomever wins between Big Cat and Samuel Matthews, then their respective team will join those other two for a triple threat to see who can become the tag team champions, whether Dirt City will retain or will we get new champions again. So,
well, it's probably going to be me. So the Y will definitely be taking those guys on, and of course we will definitely win. We want those titles back. Yeah.
I had to. Sorry, it was just funny.
We'll definitely be getting those titles back. We've been, we've had a terrible couple months.
Oh my
losing
God,
all
yes.
titles, and we're definitely been working hard, trying to get everything back. So we were just literally talking before. It's like we literally had all the titles, and now we don't have them within like a few months. What the hell? So,
to be fair, you guys only lost them because
Sammy Matthews.
Dylan was stuck with an injury, and then Sammy Matthews stepped in, and then he stepped right out.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where you guys are at now. So we can get you back in there. I figured this would be the best opportunity. Not only you guys fighting each other for, what you guys have going on personally, but you guys can each have something else to jump for and grab for.
Right.
So hopefully,
exactly.
I've told people don't sleep on this match. This match is going to be a fantastic match.
It's gonna be hard hitting. I can tell you that much.
I'm gonna get hurt. They call me an unsafe worker for no reason.
What?
Will you be ringside?
Oh, I'll be there. Oh yeah.
Of course, he's my buddy.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Make sure there's no shenanigans.
I don't think I've tried to do some research. I don't know if you guys have done any, but same about Mr. Anderson. I don't think he's ever been to Maine for any company. Ever.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he has for WWE for like a house show, because I know they don't do live shows at all in Maine.
You're gonna make me do it. All right.
I guarantee you,
Yeah,
probably at least a house show. Probably for either Bangor or Portland. I would be surprised if he hasn't.
yeah. I tried to look it up, and I didn't see his name on any house show results for up here, but doesn't mean it's not there. If anything, I bet it would have been Portland.
Yeah, probably Portland, which is crazy because when they do house shows for WWE, Portland I always feel like is the shittier show, and like Bangor is like the one that you want to
Huh.
go to. Like it
So-
seems like all the top talent is in Bangor.
Speaking of that, so I did just bring up his matches in Cage Match, and just for poops and giggles. And if you guys don't know, there is a trick to search on your computer, Control F, of
I
course.
forgot I could have put myself in Cage Match.
And
That reminded me.
I did just look at his Cage Match results, and it has, I mean, Levi would be excited because Primo's is here. And yeah, no, according to Cage Match, he's never been in Maine.
Well, there. Okay.
Cool. Well,
That'll
that'll
be
be
cool.
a good thing. That'll be a good thing to a first that he can knock off. And
Yeah.
I kind of just feel bad. He's flying in the day of our show, and like literally as our ring is being set up, his flight lands in Bangor. So
luckily it's only like a
I'm
10-minute
hoping there's
drive,
no
so.
delays, but yeah, I hope there's no delays. We had that issue with Chris Masters back in April, and with him being delayed and getting stuck in Massachusetts, and I had to fly him in a different way. And
Oof,
I just hope we
yeah.
don't have this issue with Anderson, because I feel like he's probably one of the Tatanka was probably the biggest name we had just because of the location of the event, and that was our first event. And
Yeah.
but I think Kennedy is probably going to be the biggest name we've had up here.
I haven't seen him in forever, like since like way back when. Like I think it was either SmackDown or Raw in Massachusetts way back when is the last time I've seen him. And
Last time I remember watching Mr. Kennedy, he was Mr. Anderson. It was in TNA. It was a clip. I actually just watched it not too long ago because it's one of my favorite clips. But it's when he's in Aces and Eights. He's in the ring talking to it's Sting, Rampage Jackson, and Samoa Joe. It's 3-on-4. And he's like, yeah, you guys could just lay down. And Sting's like, ain't none of us laying down. AJ's music hits. And that's back when he's the lone wolf. And then he comes out and flips the hood back. And as he flips the hood back, Get Ready to Fly starts playing. It's a great clip. It's a great clip.
that's
and then
cool.
they have a big Donnybrook, and it's really fun. So
Yeah, I got to watch some of his TNA stuff because I liked TNA when it was before they went to like the blue logo.
yeah,
And they went to like just the Impact stuff because he
Yeah.
wrestled for TNA when it was Impact, and it kind of just
so TNA went from TNA to Global to Impact.
and then
back to TNA.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Is he
Yeah,
still doing
and
that? Sorry, go ahead.
no, go for it.
I was gonna say, is he still doing NWA? Because wasn't he doing that for a while?
I believe he's still like active with them, but he hasn't. I don't think he's done anything with them. He's been mainly taking independent bookings, is from what I'm seeing.
Primo's
And I know that he
Rampage.
has his training school. I see it all the time on TikTok. Like
Yeah.
he goes live once, like all the time.
Eric
what?
Brooks. Sorry, continue on. I just,
just sitting there talking to yourself.
unfortunately, brain ADHD sometimes does that.
So yeah, no, that'll be pretty fun to have him in Maine, and it's gonna be a killer show. I can't wait.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to 2025 because I plan on bringing in more names. I'm not going to be the type of company that recycles the same people and just brings in the guys that live here. For our names. I mean, there's no hate on any of those guys, but I want to bring in more talent that people will want to pay and come check out. Like, hey, they got new guys coming, or hey, I've seen this guy wrestle, years ago for WWE or WCW, or just even come and do a meet and greet with somebody. That's other things I want to do. I want to bring people on, and
I will say this 1000%. If you bring in either Shane Douglas or James Storm, I will happily take their finish. I won't even have a match with them. I'll just walk in, just take their finish, and roll out, and I'll be the happiest camper. Face or heel, I don't care.
I'd love to bring in Shane Douglas. I think that would be
Shane Douglas would be awesome.
Yeah, I got a list of people I'd love to bring in. some of them that are way beyond my pricing right now, but
Yeah.
you know, I do this by myself, so
Yeah.
if I don't have the sponsors, then it comes out of my own personal money. So
Yeah.
just trying to make it another spot for some of us to wrestle and have fun, and also, you know, have memories for everybody too. Like, hey, I was on a card with Mr. Anderson or Tatanka, or, you know,
Right.
some people don't get to do that, you know, unless you work and wrestle on Limitless shows all the time. You know, he doesn't
Yeah.
really bring in teams on Let's Wrestle that much. He basically uses it for you guys.
I think, speaking of that, it just reminds me, because like, so I will actually put over Vacation Land for a moment here. Like, they had shows like they had like Austin Aries on it, or they had my favorite was working with I didn't get to work with him, but I got to hang out with freaking Ricky Morton for a
Yeah.
show, and
Yep.
like Ricky's the coolest dude. So it's like,
Yeah, he's another one I'd love to
Yeah.
bring. And I
dude,
personally
him
would
and
love to
Carrie.
bring. Does him and his does him and his partner still wrestle like together?
I don't think Robert still wrestles. I think he just does appearances. But Ricky wrestles with Carrie, his son, and they do tag
Yeah.
team stuff now too.
Boy, I'd love to see that. Wild versus the Mortons. That'd be pretty sweet.
Don't make me stroke out. Oh my god, dude, it would.
That would be fun, but
Wow,
Nick,
wow.
If you
it's
guys-
okay.
if you
It's
guys
gonna
can
be
give me
okay.
some contact info. I would seriously wouldn't mind hearing what their rates would be. So
That would definitely be a
Uh,
Randy Carver question, because he booked him. What show was it?
Yeah, it was a vacation. It was a not Vacation Lane Cup.
Limitless show was with
it was a Limitless
Channing
show.
and
I got him to sign my WCW cards that show.
yeah, it was with Channing and BRG at that time, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, them two versus. Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude. Sorry, I'm having mild strokes right now.
but no, I mean, I seriously, I would book that. I would book that.
I think I need another drink. That's how. I'm like, ah.
I think that would be really cool.
I would love it. 100%. I would do it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that would be awesome.
I'd be freaked the hell out, but I would 100% do it.
No, I'd love to have some, like, you guys like work some different tag teams coming in. Like, I have also a contact for the Headbangers. I'd love to bring them in.
That'd be so cool.
That would be.
They're not bad. I almost brought them in our first event, but
Yeah.
they couldn't adjust on their hotel. But now that I've worked with the agent long enough, he's willing to bend them a little bit more. So
take like
speaking of
5
him-
here, 10 there type thing. So
speaking of him, he's another one that he wants to come on your podcast as well. The agent who handles all the talent that we work with.
That'd be cool.
His name's Steve Dasiak. He was actually the head trainer at that WOW Wrestling, the Women of Wrestling.
all right.
Okay,
So I'm sure he's got some pretty cool stories too.
that'd be dope.
And he said he'd love to come on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have him on.
So I can reach out about that. But
Yeah.
I wanted to bring that up because I think he would be a great person to come on. Plus, he talks to all of these people all the time. He represents Kevin Nash and all these different people. So I think it'd be pretty cool to have him come on.
That would
That'd be
pretty cool.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then maybe you guys can talk with him, and he can work out different guests to bring on your podcast in the future. Even people that don't necessarily come up here to wrestle, they can just come on.
Oh
your
yeah,
podcast.
that'd be dope. That'd be really cool.
So-
I'd love that.
So we can set that up. I can set that up.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the show in a couple of weeks, and I can't wait to see you. I got to keep things kind of one-sided, you know.
You might need to get you might need to have a medical team stand by.
Oh yeah, we got a firefighter from Old Town.
Okay,
It's,
I was gonna say
right there, ready to go.
because we'll probably
flight ready.
yeah, we're probably both gonna be hurting, if not badly hurt on November 16th, because there's some things that need to be worked out. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad I'm able to give you guys that platform to do that. So, and like I said, there's a prize at the end of it. So,
Yeah, exactly.
all right, guys.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate you having me on and talking about this, and looking forward to some more announcements here in the future that we got
Yeah.
for you. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much for jumping on. Again, November 16th at Indian Island here in Maine.
That way.
Come see the show. More information will be is on Facebook too if anyone wants it wants to look it up more. It's Maine Premier Wrestling on Facebook. And yeah, thank
Facebook,
you again.
TikTok, Instagram, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, all that fun stuff. Thank you again for jumping on with us and having a little bit of time and having some fun.
yeah, absolutely, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Anytime.
See ya.
See you. Doses. You almost stroked out there when he
Dude, I'm sorry. Ricky Morton is one half of the Rock and Roll Express, one half of one of the best tag teams of all freaking time, dude.
No.
I mean, I'm sorry. That'd be like him coming out and be like, "Yeah, you're gonna fight the Dudley Boys." I'd be like, what?"
Okay, so we're gonna get jobbed out. 1, 2, 3.
I don't care. I would take the 3D. Seriously, 100%.
Oh, dude, that'd be so dope. That'd be
Ben
so
and I
dope.
actually argued about this. Apparently, Teddy in Vacation Land wanted to bring in the Dudleys. And if it would have happened, I know I wouldn't have got paid that night, but that's all right. But what I told Ben is,
You wouldn't get paid any other night.
It's true. But I told him straight up, I'm like, bro, if they come in, I will eat the 3D. That'll be my payment for the night. I don't care. Devon and Bubba hit me with the 3D.
Right.
That's my payment for the night. Ben's like, fuck you. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, if anyone's doing that, I'm eating the 3D. I'm like, oh, you suck.
This the whole locker room comes out for 3 days.
Everyone just eats a 3D.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, this is our payment. Bubba's gonna be laughing his butt off like, you guys are idiots.
But before we get into the news, I have this nice happy content that we can watch. This was pretty funny. I found this on
happy
TikTok.
content. Oh Jesus. Okay.
This is my brutality!
I think I saw this.
Strike for the.
I know it is stuff on the hell.
Demons in your dreams. I eat, sleep, bleed.
Nice.
Some happy
Sorry.
content.
Dude, I'm sorry. That is probably one of my favorite theme songs going right now.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
It is so good.
It's on my workout playlist. Like seriously, it's like one of the songs on my workout playlist.
So very good. But since speaking of Rhea, I guess we will get into the news. Sadly,
Yes.
so if anyone missed NXT, you saw that Rhea Ripley got laid out.
Yes, and I
And
thought
let
it
me
was
make
just
sure.
an angle, but apparently not.
No, it's not. That's not the right video.
That is the wrong one.
That
That
is
is the
not
other
the right video.
That is, that is a different company, and that was definitely not Rhea Ripley.
I think it's this one. I forgot to label them. That's not it either. That's later. I forgot to label. I was rushing. I forgot to label them. Damn it. This one. Nope.
That's what a botch. Getting closer.
Getting closer. Oh, we're always prepared,
I
guys.
feel like the Jeopardy music should be playing right now. Like,
Right? I think this is it. There we go. There we go. This is NXT.
Watch your head. Watch your head. Come on. Get her up. Get her up. You okay? Watch your head. Watch your head. You okay, Rhea?
Yep.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, apparently she suffered a fractured orbital bone in last week's Raw, and this is legit. This is real. This wasn't part of the story. They just did this part to get her off TV.
Yeah.
They don't know when she's coming back. Apparently, that's what the information is. Apparently, she's on the shelf indefinitely until this heals, because it's a very serious injury. And people don't remember Taker talking about that.
I was gonna say, Undertaker wore a mask for 6 months and still wrestled through it.
Yeah, but his eye was popping into his mask. If you don't remember him talking about that.
No, I missed that. Apparently,
Yeah, he kept on having to push his eye back in because it's popping out of his face. So yeah, and then you can't cover Rhea Ripley's face with a mask. It wouldn't work.
I mean,
Anyways,
you can, but
not her type of character. Like
No,
Taker,
you
you can
get-
get away with it because Taker at that time was
Oh,
a guy
man.
who didn't take any bumps or anything. He just went in there and kicked your ass and then walked out.
I'm trying to think. Some anime type character. I don't know. Like goth anime character. Like, I don't know.
Okay,
I got nothing at the moment. We need Matt for this. Where the hell's Matt?
right?
God,
I don't know where he is.
Like the time I need the anime knowledge, I
Right.
don't got it.
Well, I mean,
around.
the new hit anime right now is Don to Don. If you've seen that yet, it's my
Dawn to
god,
Dawn?
yeah, Don to Don, I think is what it's called.
No, I haven't seen that.
DAN.
That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
It's the first episode was very controversial. If you haven't seen it,
I'm sorry, was it more controversial than the first episode of Goblin Slayer?
Well, the female protagonist almost got graped by aliens.
I
was
gonna say the first episode of Goblin Slayer actually has that happen. So yeah.
Well,
goblins.
it was a lot more.
This podcast just went off the fucking rails.
Goblins. It was in the background when that happened. Like, yeah. It was still pretty bad, but
yeah.
Dawn.
Yeah,
and just watch
Okay.
it. Oh my god, there's
Okay.
it's about ghosts and and aliens. So,
you know what I should have brought up with Neil? Sorry, Aaiden Andrews. Whoever does this poster, like,
tell me not
Why
to
are-
do a shoot name. You fucking did it.
I know I have it. Sorry, I called Matt. So
Were you gonna bitch about the posters that were not
Yeah.
on the poster?
exactly. Why aren't we on the poster? Like you and Samuel Matthews are a premier match for this card, but neither of you are on the poster. What the hell?
I don't know.
Is it JP
I don't
O'Reilly
know.
doing the posters? We'll bring JP on here and smack him around a little bit.
I don't know, buddy.
So.
I thought it was because of it's not good pictures, but whatever. Like
Yeah,
we got to do
some
new
good stuff.
photos anyways.
That's true.
So we got to get homeboy up when Harry when he's doing
Yeah.
when he's doing photos again and do some new
The problem is we both got to get that to a Limitless show when that's happening.
True, and we also need to actually get gear too. That would be nice to have.
Yeah, that's gonna have to wait a little bit since I no longer have a steady stream of income.
Yeah,
We'll say it
and
that way.
I'm poor too, so.
So.
But anyways, with Rhea Ripley, they're talking about the headbutt was what caused the injury. I have what was thought to be where it is, and I was hoping everyone was going to be here to discuss this. I got 3 different things. I don't think it was the headbutt. My personal opinion, and if you see it, you probably will see why I don't think. But
Do the thing.
I got 3 different scenarios that
All
could
right.
have possibly happened. So scenario 1. Well, that was pretty hard headbutt.
Yeah, hold on. Which side of her wasn't it her? No, it was her right. It
Left
was her
side.
left side.
Yep.
Watch where she hits. She hits with her right side. Oh, no, she hits with her left side.
No, it hits the left side. Scenario 2.
Which side was the orbital bone? Was it left side?
Yeah, it was the left side. Left side.
I thought she broke her orbital bone on her right side.
Nope, left side.
You sure?
Maybe right side, but we'll find out.
Rhea. There we go.
All right.
Continue on.
Scenario 2.
Ragdolling Liv Morgan.
Maybe.
And this is where everybody
Liv
thinks
trying
is
to
where
get
it
that
happened.
arm. And another big flash with the headbutt.
It was her right side, by the way.
It was the right side?
It was her right side. So the first headbutt definitely wasn't it. I don't think it was a code breaker. I think it was that. Replay that one real quick.
This is what people think it is.
Trying to get that arm. And another big flash with the headbutt.
I think it was that one. You see where she snaps her head back and kind of looks really dozy there for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it.
I think it was scenario 2.
I think it might have been, but the
code breaker.
first headbutt-
This is why.
Yeah.
This is why. Watch her reaction with the code breaker.
Ragdolling Liv Morgan.
It goes straight up to her eye.
Liv Morgan.
Oh, she grabs her mouth.
She
so-
grabs her mouth and then she goes up to her eye.
Oh, that's
If you-
possible. Yeah.
Watch. See, she touches her eye like ow, fuck.
Yeah, that's true. As guys that we've all done that. Like Like, oh, I'm selling this. Is this bleeding? No. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah,
sell
that's what I'm saying. Like it was a natural reaction. She's selling her
Yeah.
mouth, and then it's like, oh fuck, what was that type
Did
thing?
my eyebrow get busted open?
Yeah. See, she goes right to her eye, like what the fuck, like.
Yeah, I suppose
So-
that could be. I suppose that's it. So,
But people think it is that headbutt. The thing you don't see the actual angle. If
mean-
a fan probably had the opposite end, you probably would see that better. This probably was it, but I'm just saying the second one looks a lot more like it might have been the code breaker that actually did it, not the headbutt.
that's 100% possible.
But yeah, no. So yeah, sadly, Rhea Ripley will be out for a while. So
I still say you throw a mask on her and just let her roll.
you just want to see Rhea Ripley.
I do. Excuse me, sir. Do you not want to see Rhea Ripley?
I mean, can't
Yeah,
lie. I guess.
yeah, uh-huh.
Her
No,
and
you
probably 18 to 36 million other people do.
Exactly. You see, there's some releases today.
I did not.
So Baron Corbin, Indy Hartwell, and Tegan Knox.
Doesn't surprise me with any of
No.
those because Baron. When's the last time Baron was on TV?
Baron's good though. Baron became the new Dolph Ziggler. He became the guy that okay, if you have a good match against Baron,
Yeah,
you're good enough to be on Raw or SmackDown. Like that's why he became that
Right.
thing.
but when is
Indy,
this?
Indy was just. I mean, she has a match tonight on SmackDown. It's pre-recorded, and then
Oh,
Tegan just got brought back. So
wasn't there a thing going on with it's not Otis, but what was it? No, not Otis. What was his name? There was some kind of controversial thing going on. I forgot to look that up. With the AJ's old bodyguard. I can't remember what his name was.
old bodyguard,
The big guy, big tall guy.
Luke Gallows.
Was it him?
No, almost.
Almost, yeah. There was some
Almost.
kind of controversial thing going on. I have to Google that with him for some
I haven't heard anything about it.
him and a
Almost.
few other people's. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Like Baron did more TikToks than he was on TV. That's like he did a whole bunch of cooking stuff with his for his wife.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't have a whole lot going on because it was like that thing where it's like, oh, hey, we're gonna put you on TV every now and then. Is it? Ooh, Bobby Lashley and Almost. Okay, let's see here. WWE stars demanded Almost to be fired. Interesting.
That's probably the controversial thing. That
They got okay. So apparently, Bobby Lashley, who's now in AEW, has claimed several WWE stars tried to get Almost fired as they complained about getting hurt by the giant star. This is probably one of those whole things that he was not ready for TV, not ready to be on be working, and
Right.
he is dropping people from 8.5 feet in the air on their heads, where it's like
Right. Yeah,
he's got,
Nia Jax place.
yeah, it's the Nia Jax syndrome, where Nia. The only reason she hasn't been fired is because she's cousins with The Rock.
Yep. Well, she was fired before, but that was a whole different story. That was with the
Yeah.
COVID stuff.
Let's
Which,
not
I
get
mean,
into that, but
Yeah, it was like, yeah. Anyways, so it's sad about Rhea Ripley. I'm hoping the other guys get on so we can talk about the WWE stuff. So we'll save that for last.
All right.
So if whoever got to see AEW, speaking of Bobby Lashley, everybody was predicting that he would come to AEW because MVP's there as well as Shelton Benjamin. So last Wednesday, which is this Wednesday, he debuted.
Over Shelton Benjamin tonight, Danny Magic. It's got to feel good.
Is Bobby Lashley his actual name?
Yeah.
He goes on.
Oh my God! Look out! Look out!
I saw this and I was like, shit, we got to start doing this.
Dude, I legit
And now the
at the gym today, I was watching the top 50 tag team finishers, and AOP's is basically it's a Russian leg sweep with a clothesline, and I was like, that's mad simple. We can steal that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that.
Stuff
I
like
know we were
that.
talking about the muscle buster too.
Yeah, the double muscle buster. That'd be
Double
fun.
muscle.
Yeah.
I still think when the 3D is fine. I don't give a shit what everyone else says.
Yeah, until Bubba Ray Dudley shows up, starts
Well,
cracking
yeah,
our heads, and feeling it.
Okay, that's a different story. Like, we're not up there. Like, as soon as we get famous enough, then we'll stop.
Yeah, that ain't happening. So
exactly. So we'll be fine.
yeah,
His 6-inch Schwarzenegger is going out. Guess who's back in business?
ooh, her business is back. Nice.
Yep. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I'm good with it, and like at the same point, I'm like Bobby should have had a run in WWE. There's a whole point where the Hurt Business should have taken on the Bloodline. That was actually something that they were building to, and they just kind of went nah and let it go. It's like, come on, man, that'd have been a fun little feud for a couple. That would have taken Cody out of the spotlight for a couple months.
Right.
Not that would have been a bad thing. Like Cody feuded with someone else for a little bit, but that could have literally gotten like the Bloodline.
That's
it doesn't
not
even
Brock
have to be
Lesnar.
Roman, you know. Yeah, the whole Brock Lesnar time. It could have been like literally Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Business taking on the Bloodline, and you could have had a Survivor Series match out of it. You know,
Right.
It would have been great.
Right.
And then after Survivor Series, there you go. It's done and over with. You move on to Cody going after the title again.
Right. And Shelton Benjamin's so talented. It's
He
crazy
is.
that they didn't use him.
Shelton, the only reason he's never gotten over is because he can't talk.
Well, that's why he has MVP.
I know, but I mean, back when he was a single star, he
Yeah.
couldn't talk. That's the only reason he never got over. That's why he always had a mouthpiece. When he was in Team Angle, it was Kurt, obviously. And he always seemed to have a mouthpiece. He did try. He was the gold standard when he dyed his hair blonde. He tried to talk for himself for a bit. Didn't work quite that well, but
Yeah, my promos are shit too, so I can't really say anything.
yeah, you should have cut one for tomorrow. By the way, not tomorrow. I
know.
tomorrow.
I know.
16th.
I got an idea for that one. Well, I haven't waited for his response yet, so that's what I was waiting for. He hasn't done one. So I got something planned though for
Interesting.
before that. What?
I'm on WrestleZone. I just kind of skim it while we're doing the podcast, see if there's anything interesting. Trevor Lee, who's formerly known as Cameron Grimes, apparently was taken off the scripts by Vince McMahon a bunch of times. He'd be on the script. So let's see here. Vince was gone, but he wasn't gone. Hunter was in charge, but he wasn't fully in charge. So I would know. So what I would know is that I'd be on the script, and then I would go to Vince, and Vince would change the script. He never really liked the NXT guys.
Huh.
So basically, he was on the script, probably to do some cool stuff because Cameron Grimes is good, and then all of a sudden, gone.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
That's Sammy Matthews says he won't be on, which is fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Yeah.
I get it. He just doesn't want to, he just wants to keep getting paid and not go on the podcast. I get it.
we get
Even
paid
though
for
no one's getting paid. I'm
So
not
say,
even
hold-
getting paid. I'm not even
hold
getting
up.
paid for this.
Hold up. We get paid for this?
So Levi wanted to talk about, even though he's not here, shared this with us on the group chat that Levi Cooper officially retired from pro wrestling. The former WWE 24/7 champion Tucker Knight, aka Levi Cooper, has officially retired from pro wrestling.
I was about to say who, but thank you for telling me his actual name.
You're welcome. He had a heavy part with the heavy machinery alongside Otis. I haven't seen him.
Huh.
With
No,
him.
he hasn't been around since like they broke up Heavy Machinery,
Right.
which was dumb because they were an okay tag team. He wasn't a great worker, but I mean they were an okay tag team. Just Otis was getting over, So
Yeah, and fucking that whole thing with Otis too was like he won the friggin' the Money in the Bank and then basically lost it pissed off Vince somehow.
There's a really funny moment, and I swear this happened. I can't remember when it happened, but it was just when Otis and Tucker broke up. They cut to Tucker in the back, and he has a piece of paper in his hand, and he looks at this piece of paper, and you can see him do this real quick once the camera's on it, and kind of put his hand down. It was his notes for the promo he was about to
Oh
give.
no!
I swear it was the notes.
Oh no!
Because he was like looking at it. Then I swear they went live, and he went shit, real quick, and crushed the paper in his hand because he didn't expect him to go live quite that quick.
Oh no!
If I wasn't looking directly at his hand when it happened, I probably never would have caught it but it was so like, he just clenched his fist real quick. But I saw the white. That's what got me.
Oh shit. So reported by Dr. Chris Featherstone of Sports keep I don't know, on X.
Sportskedia.
Sportskedia on X. Knight has retired and currently works with a high school wrestling coach. As a high school wrestling coach, does not plan to return to the pro wrestling circuit. So basically, he pulled a Shane Douglas, went back to teaching. So, which is fine. If you rather be doing that than wrestling, then hey, yeah, kudos to you.
Well, you got to consider that first of all, teaching is a lot less stress on your body.
Right.
You're taking a lot less punishment, and you get paid more in wrestling. But yeah, in the long run, your physical health is definitely gonna be better teaching. God damn
right.
it.
Exactly.
So
You stuck getting eaten by your couch.
My shirt actually twisted it. Like I moved it, like my back of my shirt went right around, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm stuck."
Just your shirt just rips off, and just it's like, "Excuse me, I'll be right back."
I'm not that jacked yet.
No, I mean like covering up your titties, and then
whatever.
Hey, there's no shame here.
I'll be in a singlet tomorrow.
There's no shame here, there, buddy.
Bro,
I have some big floppy titties. I don't care.
Wow. And there goes all our viewers.
Yeah, there goes all our viewers.
Everyone's like, "Yep, I'm done." Excuse me, cat.
Hey, what's up?
No, this
I know, I'm just being shit.
This one.
So Crown Jewels tomorrow too. I haven't really looked at the card, but you excited for that?
Hold on, let me bring it up. See what the heck the card is.
Just literally just doing the same thing. Yeah, we're always prepared, guys.
Well, this is one of those shows I never watch because it's Saudi Arabia and I don't want to give them money.
Oh, that's true. Oh, there is the cool thing though. I probably can't play it, but the cool thing is there is going to be. I think it's either champion or tag team champions. I can't remember. Maybe it's champion that is strictly for crown jewel, like kind of like what
it's the champion. It's so actually there's two. There's the champion and the women's champion. So it's gonna be basically Gunther versus Cody. I remember this for the crown jewel championship, and then it's gonna be Nia versus Liv for the women's champion.
So cool thing about this that I actually thought this was pretty neat. Triple H announced in the kickoff for Crown Jewel that the title is going to stay in Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
however, whoever wins it, they get a gold ring that represents the title. And it's a different champion every year. So you can collect multiple, kind of like they kind of do it like Super Bowl rings.
Super Bowls. Yeah, that's cool.
that's kind of cool.
All right, so I got it pulled up here. So we got Cody versus Gunther for the Crown Jewel Championship. Liv versus Nia for the women's Crown Jewel Championship,
which was supposed to be Rhea Ripley, who got
there's a six-man tag match, which is Roman and the Usos versus the Bloodline. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be Solo Tama Tonga, Tama Tonga and Jacob. If you want the three best workers of the group. Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Then you got LA Knight versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. And then our boy Carmelo. Yeah. Then we get the women's tag match. It's for the women's tag team championship fatal 4-way. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair versus Kyrie and Io versus Lash Legend, and they're gonna win it. Lash Legend and Jakara. Yeah, I went backwards on that. Kajara Jackson
around me
too, and Chelsea Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Can't talk tonight. I quit talking about lobsters and I can't talk at all.
It's all good.
So I'm not super excited about. I mean, Cody and Gunther is gonna be good. Randy and Owens. I mean, most of these matches should be fine. But there's nothing that's jumping out at me like I gotta watch this. Like Cody a couple months ago, or Drew Mack versus CM Punk. Like that's a match I'd jump out and want to watch.
Right.
None of that's on here. There's nothing screaming out at me like you gotta watch this. All that's like I'll find it on TikTok in a week. So
right, exactly. But it's just same thing about Saudi Arabia shit with me. It's just like It's a country I don't want to be in. I'm sorry. It's just
Yeah.
it's literally you. I don't know if it's the same thing, but you literally now, but before you literally signed a waiver saying, "Hey, something happens to you,
Yeah.
you're on your own, buddy."
Yeah, something happens to you. America's like, we have no prior knowledge of him going there.
Which is why I'm surprised they're still doing business with him with a plane ride thing.
Yeah, well, when they go, here's a couple $1 billion, you know, or not even billion, but like millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna be the money grabber for 5 seconds because it's, you know, if I had a country walk up to me and go, okay, we want you to put on this show. Here is $100 million put on this show. All you gotta do is fly here, put on the show. You can fly home after. Don't have to hang out. Don't have to hang out here. Don't have to do nothing here. This is it. You want to come do it? I'd be like, we only have to do it once a year. Yep. Okay. You know, it's like there are certain levels of like just like here's ridiculous. Gabriel Iglesias talked about this, where he didn't want to go do a show in Saudi Arabia, but he's like,
But
all
the
right,
prince wanted him.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
prince
remember
wanted him,
that,
so he's
yeah.
like, give him a ridiculous amount of money, and his agent called him back, went, Gabe, he gave us a ridiculous amount of money. Gabe's like, I guess I'm going.
the funny thing about that, he's talking about is like showing him the animals. He's like, oh, he's like, he could keep me at this time. He goes, there's my tiger, there's my parrots, there's my Mexican. There's...
I like he's like falcons. He's like, those are very nice. You want? He's like, and he's talking about Martine, like, dude, Martine's already lazy enough. Imagine he had a falcon, redhead.
Yeah. I saw Gabriel we're going off here, but that's okay. I saw him live and I was so upset about it because the show that I saw him live, people would not stop heckling him the whole show. So he didn't have a good set, which was but I wish I would have had like the money to do double tickets because it was a 7 o'clock and a 9 o'clock show or a 10 o'clock show, something like that. And yeah, the first show which was where I was at.
Was the 10 o'clock show the one where he got blasted on tequila?
Probably.
Like 1 a.m. Was that in Bangor?
No, this was in Boston. This was in Massachusetts. Okay. But yeah, he probably did. There was one show that
Sam just said that he got blasted on tequila here in Bangor and just had like it just went to like 1.
Was that the one that he puked and he was like, you guys better not post that on TikTok?
Did he puke?
That.
No.
There was one of them. He was so trashed. He puked on stage.
Actually, that reminds me. Sam just said he just kept going. That reminds me of I was in Boston, and this is back when Carlos Mencia was really big, and I got to see Carlos Mencia live. Carlos Mencia. I know. He was Gabriel. He was Gabe before Gabe, and the best part is Brad Williams opened the show. I didn't know who Brad Williams was at the time, but Brad opened the show. Yeah, and he told a lot of the same jokes he told in his first special, by the way. So that's why I remembered him. So the big thing is like Carlos is going and he's hilarious and he's funny and I'm dying laughing. And all of a sudden you hear from the side of the stage, you hear Carlos, and he's like, what? And you see a guy stick his arm out and do this, start tapping for a watch. And Carlos is like, what time is it? Holy shit, it's 2 a.m.
Well, that was the same thing that Gabriel did. He's like, he goes, I gotta wrap it up. And he goes, boo, and he goes, yeah, see, like he walked over and picked up the clock and goes, see, I don't have that much time left. And put it back down. Fucking hecklers. He like,
oh, man.
I bet it would have been a good set too, but just people would not shut the fuck up and just like there were so many people fucking trashed next to me. Dude. And that's what it was just like just so many people were just fucking drunk heckling him, and of course he was just slaying the people that wouldn't shut the fuck up. But have
you ever seen Steve Hofstetter?
No.
Okay, he's one that gets like heckled at shows. He's like he doesn't try to do very political stuff, but occasionally he'll do like start delving into political stuff slightly, and people will just start giving him shit out about it, and he'll just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Are you on stage right now? Because I have the mic and I'm going to win this argument." And he will just tear them to pieces. It's funny as hell. So
I want to see Joe Rogan live. I want to see fucking Burt Kreischer, Tom Segura. I want to see all those guys. When
last one I could see live was Puppet Guy. Jeff Dunham. Yeah.
I saw him live once. It was good.
He was good. Yeah. He it was funny because he went a little short actually. So he's like, all right, guys, well, I'm going a little short. I hit all my marks with these guys. You know what? Hold on. I got one more I can bring up. So he brought out Bubba, but he had no new material for Bubba. So he started doing all the material he did on the special, like his first special with Bubba, and the crowd was chanting along with it. And he stops. He's like, holy crap, it's like the Rocky Horror Bubba show. That was great. So,
I think Gabriel's coming back to Bangor too. Speaking
he
of
is.
that.
He is. I
Yeah.
do want to go see him. I think that'll be fun.
Hopefully he brings Jimmy again. Jim Norton. He had
Yeah.
Jim Norton with him. I was like, I want to see. He's really dirty, but he's fucking funny as shit too. So, but well, enough
We
stalling,
got
I guess.
Seriously off topic.
Yeah, enough stalling, I guess. I was expecting Levi to come in, but I'm
Yeah.
guessing I'm assuming he's out because he hasn't been feeling well.
He's dead somewhere, probably.
Yeah.
He's dead, Jim.
So the topic that we're going to discuss, and sadly not everybody's here.
That's all right.
But WWE is now involved in a lot of independent wrestling schools. And
I have my opinions on this. And
I know you guys have your opinions. I have mine too. So right now, currently, so WWE is putting their top talent into these schools. A lot of them makes fucking sense because they're already there. You have Booker T and Reality of Wrestling, Cody Rhodes, Nightmare Academy, Nightmare Factory. Isn't Dustin running that anyways? Nightmare Factory?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin
So that doesn't surprise me. Seth Rollins will be at Black and Brave Academy, and as I'm assuming, as well as Elite Pro Wrestling, which was kind of dope. Hearing that, that's just drive away from us, and Knock Pro Wrestling Pro Academy in Los Angeles. So WWE is trying to get involved into the independent wrestling scene to shape future talent for WWE.
Yeah.
Again, everybody has their own opinion. I guess I'll go with mine. Honestly, my personal opinion in it is, anyways, there was always going to be schools that are focused on, getting into WWE, and there's going to be those guys that are going to go to these schools now to try to get themselves in WWE. So it doesn't really bother me that that more WWE is getting involved in the independent scene. Just the fact that there's already people trying to do everything they can to get signed by WWE. So
so my opinion is this. I don't mind that WWE is getting their claws into like certain indie things. I have two mindsets in this. One is we saw what happened with UK wrestling, UK independent scene. Actually, when WWE started WWE UK, they took a lot of these independent UK wrestlers out of the independent scene, and they basically went, okay, cool, now you're working for us, great. And that actually really hurt the UK indie scene for a number of years. In fact, it's still recovering to this day. And the other thing, I said this before in the chat, and you can take it how you want. We're going to find people going to these schools and going there to train a week or 2 weeks or whatever. And they're going to go try to get bookings like, oh, I trained for a WWE ID program. I know what I'm doing. I'm better than you. I'm not saying everyone's going to do that. So please, no one take that as like, oh, Dylan Nix said that everyone's going to, no, not everyone's going to try to do that. But it's like every school has this issue where you have that guy come train for a week and they think they can work. No, but you're going to have these guys now that work for these schools that are like, oh, I worked there for a week. Not only do I know how to work, I know how to work better than you. And it's like, I think that's going to be an issue personally.
I mean, I can see that too, but we discussed some of this already in the chat, so we're just gonna go back to our points, whatever. We already have guys that do that.
Yeah,
we already have guys that say, "I'm going to this school. I think I'm better than fucking you." But it's a thing too. Like it was explained to me, and probably also to you.
Sorry, just because we were talking about
it. Yeah. Wrestling styles it's everybody's different flavors of ice cream. People have their own different ways of doing it. Like yours is vanilla, mine's chocolate, whatever. So that doesn't really bother me. And to me, honestly, if you're a guy that's underneath me that's trying to tell me that I'm shit and do it this way, I'm not going to listen to you. I take more for the vets
Yeah.
for people who fucking been there, and it's like fucking Mr. Anderson. We see him November 16th. If he tells me my match is shit, I'm gonna listen to him because
Yeah.
he's been around shit like that. If Joe Smo from the dojo, comes up and tells me I should be doing this, this, and this, I'm gonna just be like, okay, yeah, sure, yeah, cool.
That's what I ran into the other day too, because like I'm not a vet, but I've been doing it for more than 5 minutes, And I watched a couple kids work, and I walked up, I was like, "Hey, your match is pretty good, guys." I'm like, and I looked at the one kid, I'm like, "The only thing you gotta do is don't windmill your clotheslines," because he was doing this. He was doing the big windmill for the clothesline. I'm like, throw them straight. If they don't duck, that's their problem.
Yep,
And
I clocked Lee Miller with on.
Yep. The kid looked at me, blinked twice, and walked away from me. And I was like, okay. I'm like, I'm just trying to give you a piece of helpful advice. A thank you would have been nice. Like, I'm not trying to tell him how to work his match. I'm just trying to tell him like one little thing to fix his match,
Yeah.
And that's going back to what we were just saying is we already have like certain places where certain people think certain things. So
right. Because I'm wrestling at this school, then I know what I'm doing, and I'm fucking better than you type thing. It's ego. It's ego. It's fucking just people like. There's a lot of it, sadly, that people like they get pushed a certain way. They think that they're fucking on top of the moon, and then they go somewhere else, and then realize that no one gives a shit about them. So I know you're holding back, and so yeah, that's Levi just texted. I just woke up, still can't really talk, so I'm gonna go back to bed, sleep, go back to sleep.
Go back to bed, Levi.
Yeah, go back to bed, buddy. So yeah, no,
everyone's dying lately. I don't know, man.
Hey, at least it's not a solo podcast like last week. So
that's true, man. I tried. Sam and I went to. We had a thing, and
it's all good.
I thought we were gonna get back in time. By the time we get back, it was almost 10 o'clock, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to bed."
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm here. Here. There'll always be a podcast.
I brought Purr on though.
Yeah, he jumped on while he's driving.
No,
he wasn't driving. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. That was totally not doing anything illegal.
No, he jumped on for a quick minute and cool. Just shout out for the show for tomorrow. So
yeah, that's fun. No, it's like we go back to it. It's like you get. I just don't want it to affect people thinking that your camera freaked out there. I saw that. I don't want people thinking that like these are the schools. These are the only schools to go to too. There's 100 different wrestling schools in the United States. As long as they're accredited and the trainers are good and can get you to where you need to go to, even if you have to like train there for a year and start training somewhere else to get like, because like you said, wrestling's a bunch of different flavors. You're going to go to one school, they're going to teach you vanilla. And then you got to go to the next school, they're going to like, oh, here's some Rocky Road. It's a completely different flavor. But the thing is like you're always going to pick out what you want from any of these places anyway. No one, even at the dojo, none of us wrestle the same. We all get taught the same, but almost all of us have a different style.
Right.
Like your style is different from mine. Mine's different from Matt's. Matt's different from Lee. Lee's different from Jason. Jason's different from, Levi. Levi's different from Gabe.
Right.
Gabe's different from, yada, 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 yada.
Right.
We're all slightly different. And that's because and that's the way we got taught too. Like all of our trainers went, look, you're never going to take one thing from everyone. What you're going to do is you're going to find that one thing that works for you from that person, take that, and then you're going to work it into your style.
Right. Exactly.
But that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid people are going to be like, for a while in WWE, it was cookie cutter. Everyone wrestled the same.
Right.
And I don't want to see that in the indies. I don't want to see everyone wrestling the same in the indies. You can see indie matches and you can call it an indie match. Like people know, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into it. But at the same point, you can go to a show, see one indie match and 10 other matches you've never seen. Like, oh crap, I've never seen that done that way before. Stuff like that. Crap, I saw a kid bounce on a pogo stick, do a pogo stick jump over the top rope, and land a crossbody at Rad Pro 2 weeks ago.
No
that was
shit.
cool as hell.
I've
never seen that before.
Have you seen that tag team finish that's been going around with the guy? Like he fucking does like a suplex or something and off the top rope. And the guy that he does it to cartwheels, and the tag team partner catches him into a fucking powerbomb.
I saw that. Also, I never saw Gin and Juice from Private Party, but I watched the end of the Young Bucks Private Party match, which was also spot fest. But Gin and Juice is kind of cool. It's a jumping. So basically, Cassidy or Quinn. I can't remember who it was. One of them jumps up, hits a Hurricane Rana, but the guy doesn't go over for a Hurricane Rana like you normally would. He goes straight out, and the other guy jumps up and hits him with a cutter.
No shit.
It's
That's
actually
cool.
kind of neat. Yeah, I was like, that's pretty awesome, actually.
Speaking of matches too, that I never knew that happened at I think it was NEW. I think it was. I was scrolling through Instagram for botches. Rey Mysterio versus Darby Allin versus Carmella Hayes.
Okay, that's wild.
Yeah, so I want to go back and watch that match because what I was seeing of it looked pretty dope. So,
Well, it's like I said today, man. Like when I posted in our chat, I'm like, "Yo, cardio match." I do that all the time. I'll find a match to watch while I'm doing my cardio because literally I get zoned into the match, and all of a sudden I don't realize I just did 20 minutes on the treadmill. You know?
yeah, exactly. I used to edit.
That's how I do it.
That's how I did my vlogs. I edited when I was on the treadmill.
Yep. So if anyone's curious what I did for my cardio match today,
Nobody.
It was. Oh, shut up. It was Demolition versus the Brainbusters. 2 out of 3 falls from Saturday night's main event. I found it on YouTube. And it was a fun match.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's. I posted it in the chat. Watch it. So
I did. I guess I didn't see that.
yeah,
I'll have
that's
to check.
why when I posted cardio match, and I posted the match right under it.
I must have missed it. And like that's probably the day I was working like nonstop.
It was this morning, dude.
I was working nonstop this morning. So I was trying to bust out stores before I had to go pick up my son from school. But and speaking of that too, like I'm honestly surprised. Like WWE, honestly, I think WWE probably reached out to Limitless Dojo, but my opinion, like we haven't heard anything from Randy. Just flat out saying that. My opinion is what we discussed is because a lot of AEW talent comes through.
A lot of AEW connections.
So I think there might be a little bit of like. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like if I do this, then probably won't have any more AEW talent coming in. And B, we really don't have the space to do like a lot of like it's literally a garage. The Limitless Dojo is a garage.
We have a ring and a table and a couch.
And a couch. And that's all that fits in there. So I really wish he would do something bigger, but at the same time, I think we were talking about it one time. He was saying that he got a pretty damn good deal for that.
Yeah.
So that's why he has really moved. So but if
I hit the lotto, I would like if I hit the big lotto and I had like a ton of money just
I'll build a facility.
I'd build a facility. Yeah, hell yeah.
I literally have I thought of this before. Like I literally would have a training, like it would be the Limitless Dojo plus for shows.
Yeah.
But it'd also be like a built-in like actually have like a gym and everything in it. So
there's a building for sale. It was a tire place down the street in Brewer for a while for sale. It was I think it was a tire place, but it had like the garage door and everything. And I'm just sitting there like, man, that could work. So,
right, exactly. Exactly. Oh, do you want to get into the next report?
Oh, sure. It's crap this week.
All right. We'll have you get into it, and I gotta go talk to my wife too, really quick while you get into it. But we'll play it.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Thank you, fuck you, bye.
Later, pilot! Show me what you got.
What the hell?
You have a vagina!
He needs some milk.
Oh my god! What is that?
What?
Our next report.
Oh man. So AEW this week. Yeah, so it started okay. And by okay, I mean, well, we started at 708,000. And like that's okay. It's not great. Man, they're not doing what they used to do though. And of course, we've said this before. But I mean, here's the thing. You start the show with a Orange Cassidy live promo. I mean, then Mercedes Moné backstage promo, and then you get into a match. Adam Cole's still wrestling. Adam Cole versus Buddy Matthews. I thought Adam Cole retired. Anyway, so we started at 708,000, and then we dropped down to 647,000, which isn't that bad. We got Adam Cole and Buddy Matthews finishing up. Malachi Black is in there. Chris Daniels is in there. Private Party backstage promo. 651 for the next segment, which is your 8:30, 8:45. Adam Cole promo. Kyle Fletcher, Mark Davis. Who the hell's Mark Davis? Hangman Adam Page backstage promo. And guess what started the next segment? Backstage promo. Angle the Black, John Moxley, Orange Cassidy, Dark Order, Action Journey, Leo Rush, Private Party, Darby Allin. This is all one big segment too. It's insanity. So next we get the Young Bucks versus Private Party, which started at 649, dropped to 590, and ended at 594. Yeah. So by the way, congratulations to Private Party for winning the AEW Tag Team Championships. Jamie Hayter, Penelope Ford, backstage angle, another ad break, the learning tree. We won't talk about Jericho, Mariah May. Then we go 9:30, 9:45. I jumped a few segments here. Jack Perry, Daniel Garcia, the Elite, backstage angle, Camille versus Chris Statlander, which I got you find that. That might have been fun. Patriarchy backstage promo and an ad break. We went to 595. Actually, between 603 and 595, that's not a huge amount lost, so that's not too bad. And of course, that's the conglomerate backstage promo, the Elite, Christopher Daniels, Blackpool Combat Club, backstage angle. There's no matches here. Shelton Benjamin versus Swerve Strickland, and then 615 for the overrun because that's when Bobby Lashley shows up. So, yeah. You're looking at, a great grand total altogether around I would say 595, maybe 600K for the entire night, but it's not good. It has not been good for the last few weeks. It's literally been it stays right around this area. And it's like, Tony needs to start looking at this stuff and going, what am I doing wrong? And at this point, like, you can bring in a Bobby Lashley, or you can bring in this guy, or you can bring in that guy, you can bring in this guy. But the problem is if you don't have any storyline for him, it don't work. Plain and simple.
Well, it's not going to matter because they don't see anything wrong. That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. That's not the button I want. Is that the button I want? Nope. I don't know how to work this thing.
It's not so easy, is it?
Shut up. I don't know how to work this thing.
I got a cupcake.
Where's my cupcake?
Come
Where's my
over.
You had cake.
That's true. I had cake tonight. I had chocolate cake and peanut butter frosting. So.
The best kind of cake.
Got it,
Strawberry.
the Hannaford one. Hannaford sells the one that's a brick basically with chocolate cake with frosting on top.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't lose weight.
Honey, it's good. You can eat one. She was asking me. She asked me if it was good to ask her.
What you're supposed to say is they're awful. I'm going to finish them so you don't have to be subjected to the grossness of this cupcake.
Well, I want her to eat them because I don't want to be the one eating all of them. So
that works too.
Shit, what happened when I walked away? Everything's like all fucked up in my setup. There we go.
Gremlins.
Friggin', like, as soon as I hit the Nix report, my mic friggin' fell off my
you want to tell you
desk.
Gremlins.
Yeah.
I tell you, Gremlins, man.
Oh shit. So yeah, it's crazy stuff with AEW. I really hope they do turn it around. Maybe with
it's been 5 years now.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, AEW's been around as long as I've been wrestling. All right. And every time they get something going, they somehow figure out a way to shoot themselves directly in the foot.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, hey, we got the CM Punk thing going, right? Oh crap, with CM Punk, we're starting to creep up over 1 million viewers every week. We're at 1 million. We're at 1 million. We're at 1 million. We fire CM Punk. Boom.
Yeah, right.
Cool. And then they had a thing going to Swerve Strickland there for a little bit. Swerve got hot, and all of a sudden we're going back up a little bit. We're going back up a little bit. There goes that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tony does not have a clue what he's doing.
Well, I have cupcake in my mouth. Well, Punk even talked about that he was there. The Collision show was just supposed to be him booking it. He wasn't even supposed to be on it. It was just supposed to be his idea, whatever is what was supposed to be. It was supposed to be different from Dynamite, which is why it was better. And he had to end up having to do it because it was just, that was the only way he could wrestle because he had such issue with the Young Bucks and everything else. So, yeah. But yeah, I just, with more and more people show up, I just kind of hope that it's like more and more ears going like, hey, this is shit. We should probably be doing this a different way.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like you go out there. It's like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that's
nobody wants the Young Bucks on TV.
That's why I'm glad I even said it. You weren't here when I said it, but I'm glad they put the tag titles on Private Party.
Right.
Like Private Party hasn't been a tag team on TV in almost 6 months because one of them's been hurt. I don't remember which one. But at the same point, this is at least a breath of fresh air in the tag team division. Right. Now you can have Private Party versus FTR, Private Party versus who's their other tag teams right now? I don't even know who the hell they
Private Party.
Yeah.
The Acclaim, Dark Order, which you never fucking see. What is the Blackpool Combat Club?
Taven and Bennett,
the something tree for fucking Jericho.
That's the learning tree.
Tree.
AEW teams. All right, let's see who we got. So we got 2.0 Everrise, 3.0 the Bad Boys, which is Angelo Parker, Matt Menard. Who? Oh, that's Cool Hand Luke and Daddy Mac, Matt, Daddy Mac, or whatever their name is. The Acclaimed, of course. Aussie, Aussie Open, who I don't think are still together. Blackpool Combat Club, the Bullet Club Gold. You got the Gun Boys, and you got Jay White and Juice Robinson. Butcher and the Blade.
Haven't seen them in fucking TV forever.
I completely forgot about.
Yeah.
Chaos, which is Rocky Romero and Ishii. That's who the conglomerate is. So that's O'Reilly, Briscoe, Cassidy, Romero, and Ishii. The Dark Order. The Callis family. That's Brian Cage is still in the Callis family? Oh my god. So the Callis family is Brian Cage, John Callis, Takeshita. Yeah, thank you. Fletcher, Archer, Trent Beretta, and Powerhouse Hobbs. Dustin and Sammy, though Dustin is a free agent now. The Elite.
I didn't know that.
They are. Yeah. Dustin his contract just ran up.
Well, he's probably focus on his school.
Yeah. We got FTR. We got the Gates of Agony. Grizzled Young Vets. Forgot they showed up.
FTR. When's the last time you seen them on TV too?
That's what I'm saying. You got Heat, which is Jarrett, Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, Karen Jarrett, Sutton Singh, and Sanjay Dutt. House of Black, of course. The Infantry. Sean Dean, Charlie Bravo, and Trisha Dorda. Really?
How many tag teams that you're listing off we see on TV?
Seriously,
probably like 3.
Here we go. Here's a couple guys we actually know. The Irish Savages, Joe, Tommy, and I don't know the other guy, but Boulder Bronson and Jack Jameson. Hook, Sabata, and Joe apparently are a group. So Johnny TV and Taya Valkyrie. When's the last time we saw those two? Right. There's the Kingdom, of course. That's David and Bennett, which I've met both those guys. They're nice guys. I like them. Let's see if La Fashion in Gabr. I can't pronounce it. Beast Mortis, Dralisto, and Roosh with Jake the Snake Roberts. What? Does that make a sense to you?
Nope.
The Ordinary Trees, Big Bill, Jericho, and Brian Keith. Money Inc. is Camille and Mercedes. Wait, Money Incorporation? I'm sorry. Hi, this is WWE. We own that. Thank you. That was actually IRS and $1 Million Man, if you didn't know that.
Yeah.
MXM Collection, which is Mansoor and Mason Madden. The Outcasts, Harley Cameron, Sarai, and Zach Knight. I haven't heard of half these guys. The Outrunners just showed up. Those guys I actually kind of
wonder if there were a lot of AEW Dark guys.
I think so. Yeah. The Patriarchy, here they are. That's Cage, Killswitch, Mother Wayne, and Nick Wayne. That's who that is. The Premier Athletes. God, I'm still going here. Dude, there's still a page of people here.
Right. Yeah. You see maybe 3 or 4 of those, all those guys on TV.
The Righteous, which is Dutch and Vincent. When's the last time we saw those guys for 5 minutes?
Right.
No.
Speaking of FTR, though, I was really hoping that they would sign a new independent contract, because the one match I would love to see would have been FTR versus MSP.
Oh, that would have been so good. That
was so fucking good. That was such a good fucking match.
That would be, by the way, I joked about stroking out for wrestling Ricky Morton, but if it ever happened, oh yeah, you guys are gonna work FTR, I'd be dead. There'd be a match. I wouldn't be alive.
It would be like, oh, we're jobbing out tonight.
Yeah. Shadow Machine 1, 2, 3 in under 3 minutes, right?
Yeah. No, you guys have a match.
I'm sorry, what?
Are you sure? Are you sure we're having a match?
I'd be like, clothesline. I can see both of them be like, so what do you guys do?
Yeah, I'd be like, whatever you want us to do. That's what we.
I would literally have no idea what to call. He'd be like, what are you guys doing? I'm like,
it's like, what do you guys want to do for the shine?
Zero.
Simple shit. Clothesline.
Yeah.
Feel.
Yeah, like, so I do this European uppercut suplex elbow drop combo. Is that cool?
Yeah, right.
I can see like Cash being like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the problem too, because like I know we don't really talk about this in the dojo, but it's kind of hinted on. Like, if you're wrestling a vet, you shut the fuck up and you let them call the match.
Yep.
Funny story. I'm not going to say names, but somebody tried to do that at a show and
I know
immediately got like, this is not how this fucking works, buddy.
Yep.
No,
it's true too. It's like we were talking about this a couple shows ago about meeting vets and meeting like superstars and stuff, and like where I had like I couldn't even talk to Tommy Dreamer because I was so like, oh my god, it's Tommy Dreamer. I'm better now. I can walk up to the guys like, hi, I'm blah blah blah.
Try not to be.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. And the thing is, like, some of these guys you're marks for because you're a fan. All of us are fans. We get into this because we're fans, And like I said, now I'm fine. I can walk up to pretty much and be like, hey, how you doing? My name's blah blah blah. And that'll be probably the only interaction I'll have with them all night, except maybe to grab a picture because who said grab the pictures? AG. AG looked at me. Oh, dude, AG looked at me once. He's like, make sure you get the pictures. Because like when like I got one with Ricky Morton, I got one with Tatanka, a few of these guys I grabbed pictures with. I got one with the current TNA Women's Champion Masha Slamovich. That was after Limitless show.
I'm terrible at that because it's just like me. I don't want to fucking bother them, and I don't want to seem like I'm a fucking mark too. It's like
I get a story about that actually. So we're at Rad Pro, right? And I see Jossie over talking with he's over and he's got Haru with them, and they're conversating with a couple other folks. I don't remember who they were, fan. So I didn't want to like bother them. They're obviously in a conversation. It sounded like they were calling a match. They're like having a discussion about a match, right? So I just kind of walked by and I kind of waved and I kept walking, walked around the room, introduced myself, and I hear Jossie from across the room go, Andy! I'm like, what? He's like, you didn't just fucking walk by me and didn't say hi. And I was like, you were calling a match. He's like, no, it wasn't. I was like, well, I didn't want to get in the middle of it.
Right. I do the same too. It's like they're having conversations. Like I was like, I don't want to be a dick, but at the same time, I don't want to fucking hi.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'll oftentimes if it's a situation, I'll pop in and be like, hey guys, and I'll do something like that real quick. So,
yeah.
But I'm always afraid to like get in the middle of like someone doing something, and even with like the vets, because the vets are obviously like. When Ricky Morton was at Limitless, he was with Channing, and they were calling a bunch of stuff. And they were trying to make sure everything went well. And I only wanted I want to say hi to Ricky again. And I was like, because he actually remembered me from the Vacation Line show, which is cool. But I wanted him to sign those 2 WCW cards for me, and I was like, Carrie was great because Carrie and I were just chit chatting the whole night. And I got into finally get to Ricky. I was like, Ricky, hey, I hate to ask this, but can I get these signed? He's like, he looked at him, was like, where'd you get these? I was like, a friend of mine gave them to me. He's like, I haven't seen these in 20 years. I was like, neither have I.
Yeah. So. Speaking to AG, I bet you he'd be on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
I bet you. He loves fucking wrestling. I'll have to reach out to him.
Anthony Green, call us. Or we'll call you. Or
I was gonna say it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's the other way around.
Yeah, call we'll pick up a phone for you. How's that?
Then again, also he might be busy with Noah too.
Is he in Japan right now? I don't know where he is right now.
No, I don't know if he is right now.
Hold on, I might be able to find out. Oh, that's Gmail.
That must be weird too. Working at Pro Wrestling Noah and WWE's involved too. Be like, hey, when I'm coming back in the fall.
Yeah. They're like, you're not.
Oh yeah, sadly, I can't believe it. Like he's. It makes me so sad.
As good as AG is, he wasn't quite the build they were looking for. I think they wanted a big, like more jacked up, and that was still when Vince was in charge. Yeah. So they wanted more jack guys. Now that H is in charge, I think he would like be perfect.
That's why I think I talked about that last time. Like I'm still surprised that fucking Alec hasn't tried to reach back out.
Yeah,
because
Alec just did a thing for ROH, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. We talked about that. He did ROH. Yeah. Yeah, so Beef's there too, which is dope.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just. Hopefully we can get more and more people on the podcast. So we got very special one coming up that we haven't announced yet because we don't know when it's going to be. So
yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that one.
Trying to get everybody when it happens.
We'll I try to get everybody on that one, but we'll see. I know it's I haven't heard back yet, but then again the guy's busy, so we'll see.
That's true.
But yeah, do you want to get into the botches? I guess.
Sure. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get into the botches, I want to say for the audio listeners, this is where the show ends for you guys. We'll pick it back up towards the end. But if you want to catch the full show, we are live every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for YouTube and Twitch. That's where you can get the full show. Thank you again, audio listeners, for listening. That's on Apple Music, Apple Podcast, and Spotify.
And also, obviously, we don't just talk wrestling; we talk everything.
Yeah, we talk everything. This is a fun show, and sooner or later we'll get into Patreon only members, stuff like that. When we get a little bit bigger, I think we're going to be discussing some things that we want to do. I know we've been talking about doing some comic book
Nix's Aquaman collection,
right? No, like serious. Calvin was talking about he would love to do like comic books and shit like that. I was like, yeah, fucking Nix and Levi would love to fucking do all that kind of shit.
I have 2 shelves over there with Aquaman stuff on them. Seriously, once I get my office set up, you'll see it.
Yeah, right. Anime. I know we've been talking about doing some kind of maybe some kind of gaming stuff that maybe you guys can get involved too. But yeah, also like and subscribe the show. I've been seeing that we've been getting a lot of views, but we're still only have 31 subs, and I'm not that channel either, and I fucking hate it when I see it that people they'll buy subscribers so people jump on their show. I don't like that. It also screws up your algorithm. So if you you see that the guys with 10,000 or 1,000 to 10,000 subscribers and have maybe 30, 40 views on their video, if that. So I want to do everything, organically, because I think that's the best way to do it. So it would help you us out a lot if you guys subscribed and like the show. What?
Oh, sorry, I'm just skimming things. Jushin Thunder Liger had an offer to wrestle on the Jericho Cruise.
Huh.
But Liger's like, no, man, I'm too old for this shit.
But anyways, let's get into the botches.
What the hell is he doing? He just fell on his ass. What the hell? Hey, if you're going to be Tom, you got to be Tom. Well, actually, things are going real well with the XFL. Oh, yeah. Oh! It happened. Fuck it!
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Fuck it is.
Dude, I just watched I have a video. So you know how Apple does live photos? I have a live photo on my phone from literally as he jumped. I don't have him hitting, but I have him jumping and starting the thing. So I'm like, holy crap.
I missed that building. I wish we can get that back.
I might go through and I might share a bunch of my old wrestling photos. Because before I started wrestling, I was a fan at the shows, especially at Limitless. I took a bazillion pictures.
Put them on Patreon.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you want to see old Limitless Let's Wrestle photos? Patreon.com/ Persons.
Yep.
Almost said last podcast and left.
I'll give you that information if you want to do that.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's get into the botches. I apologize if we've seen some of these. I had to scroll through. I haven't seen a lot of new botches lately, so I had to scroll through my stuff.
Apparently, I haven't watched enough AEW.
What's that?
I made a joke. I said, apparently, we haven't watched enough AEW, but.
Oh, there's some AEW ones in there.
I'm kidding. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Salto fallido.
Dude, you heard him? He started laughing.
Yeah, he was.
And then they start laughing and talking to each other like, oh, shit, that almost sucked.
Out the ring right now. And now Christopher Daniels. Oh!
Oh, Daniels, you've done that move a billion times. I've watched you do it a billion times. What the hell?
It's that one time we fuck it up. Just like the Seth. I gotta find it. I gotta fucking find it for the show. With Seth Rollins, it was one day. The the Shield was coming down, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if one of those guys eats shit? And fucking Seth Rollins went to go over the barricade and just tripped over the barricade. And he's like, fuck! And like run on TV. Like,
oh, by the way, for anyone listening 5 minutes ago, Jushin Thunder Liger is 59 years old.
Ah.
So, yeah. That's what he's playing. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do you not know how to go for a chokeslam, brother?
Yeah, he got him good.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like, fuck. He got a pretty good stinger. I had to mute this because they played the music to it, but yeah, he's like,
I wouldn't even sell it until I was in the back. What the hell?
This one has been popular on. I hate that he stands there and waits for the spot though.
That's not a botch. That's just
No, did you see the back of his head hit the table?
Oh no, I'm gonna stick with what I just said. Actually, yeah. Oh yeah. I see a hit, but I'm gonna stick with.
Oh shit.
There's levels to jump, man. And that takes the cake.
Yep. So if you didn't hear that, that was Jeff Hardy's head hitting the back of the ladder.
You're Jeff Hardy. Please stop. We love you, brother. We love you.
Yeah.
If you go back, watch at the end of that. You can't see my mouse, but the second rung up. Watch. Do the whole thing.
Yeah, he hit the, yeah. He hit the back of his head off in that.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy, please stop before you die.
Yeah.
Jesus, brother.
They're TNA champions though, so congratulations.
To be fair, he didn't go on top of his head. He didn't roll it over to his shoulder, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, but oof.
Was it good? No, but it was not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah. Oof.
The only thing he knows how to
do. His shins are gone. His shins are gone. There's no more shins.
Everything's gone.
I lost my shin bones in Vietnam.
I had to put this one in.
That's great.
I had to put that one in.
That reminds me, I watched one the other day. It was a TikTok, and the guy's scaring his wife, and his wife's on the floor, and she's like screaming at him. She keeps farting. She's like, "What are you doing?" And just keeps putting him out. And I'm just sitting there going, like, "Okay, yeah, that's happening."
Malachi Black doesn't. It's 15 feet up. Now he does. Don't do it. No.
And he broke his leg.
And I broke my own leg. He could have just flattened out. Dude, taking it on your stomach would have been a lot better than trying to, land on your feet.
Yeah, I don't know what he was trying there. Like,
I'm wondering if Malachi was supposed to like put his foot up or something, and then he'd eat the foot like coming down, right? Maybe it's the only thing I can think of.
Landing on your feet, though, it's like,
yeah, I don't know.
Like, was he trying to go for an elbow and it just didn't come off right, or
possible?
Yeah,
I have no idea. I'm gonna stick with I'm gonna take things I don't know for $500.
That was it.
That was all the botches.
That was all the botches.
I know we saw that before. Oh man, there's just like it's some of the botches like we've been taught this. If you're at a place, there's a great example of this. All right, so and I'm going to talk about Taz's debut match for a split second. So in Taz's debut match, he goes and grabs Kurt Angle, right? He grabs Kurt, hooks him up for belly to belly, goes to throw him, realizes they are off time, sets Kurt back down, resets, then throws him, right? And the belly to belly looks good. But apparently out back, everyone's like, there's some guys that didn't want Taz there, obviously. And they're like, oh yeah, Taz doesn't know how to work, blah, 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 blah. And Taz has come out and said, he's like, no, I didn't want to drop Kurt on his head, so I reset the move real quick.
Right.
That's just it. A lot of these guys, if they just quickly reset themselves, like you get up there, like Jeff, right? I get he's on top of a 15-foot ladder, but at the same point, maybe give that a little more oomph or something. I don't know. It's silly things can happen, but at the same point, if you just reset yourself real quick, silly things won't happen.
Right.
Know?
Well, it's just like Supernova when they're that triple threat match that we had.
Oh God!
In front of 10 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. He came. We did it.
Either them were Matt Deadwood's parents, family.
Yeah. We did the spot with the body slam, and he asked me. He goes, "What happened with that?" It's like, well, I had to reset because I didn't want to drop you on your fucking head. He goes, "Oh, I appreciate that."
Yeah,
I like to be safe in the ring. Like I wanted to make sure that you were good and not die in the ring.
And that's like I said, that's the thing. I'd rather like if I'm going for something, we're out of the Frank Bones was a good example of this at the last Supernova show when I grabbed him and we were like I was supposed to hit him with an exploder and we were so out of position for an exploder. We were out of my hand placement was wrong and everything for it. So I was like, well, I can't throw you without killing you.
Right.
So I reset him. I hooked him up and then I did a snap fisherman. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So I'm getting messages from boss.
Yeah, that's all right.
So
that's the thing. Reset. It takes 3 seconds.
Right.
And the thing is, if the crowd doesn't know you have to reset, they won't know.
You'll know. Everybody else knows. That's what they say about
all the boys will know. The boys are like, what happened there? And you'll be like, oh, this happened. They're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But the fans will be like, I don't know.
That's what they say about like messing spots or fucking up spots or whatever. It's like
just keep going.
Won't know. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah, you'll know. Just go over it. Just keep going. Yeah. The fans don't fucking know. They don't know what's going on. So
I can tell you, and I'm pull back the curtain here a little bit. There's been a few times when I've done something. I hit the mat and I'm laying face down on the mat after the move, going, "Wow, I fucked that up royally."
Yep.
And I look out, and the crowd's still up, and they're still having fun. I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. Next spot."
Favorite fucking moment of that was Blade Bandit when he hit me with a fucking we set up for a bulldog and he hit it shit and he goes we hit the mat and he goes, that was shit, I'm shit, I'm sorry. And I had to shove my face in the mat because I was laughing so hard.
Dude, Blade's great like that. He'll say the most random shit in matches with you. I grabbed him, so we were fighting at NCW, and I grabbed him. I hooked him up for a Saito, and I had to pull him. He's like, "Don't drop me in my head! Don't drop me in my head! Don't drop me in my head!" I'm laughing the entire time.
I haven't worked Blade in forever. I would love to work Blade again.
It has been a hot minute for me too, actually. So,
do they even wrestle?
What, Blade?
Blade and Jess, yeah,
they were at the last
NAWA. Is that all they do now?
No, they were at the last Turner show. Where we faced freaking Let's.
Oh, the Let's show. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them more since then.
Let's NAWA.
Oh, I don't do NAWA. That's why.
So yeah, they're at PW occasionally. So
like I can't do NAWA. Just like it costs me too much money to fucking go. That's the problem. Okay. I'm. It's just me now. So yeah, it's just. I love working that show. It just I can't afford to go. That's the thing. It's like I a lot of times it's gonna be me dropping off my son, and to me to drive there, it's like to pay for a babysitter and to go to that show. I'm not. I can't do it financially. That's the sad part. Unless it's a close show. However, this is a lot of times where I just can't do it. Like it's a like in between weekends. That's why I can't do Crown, because sadly it's 3 weeks in a row and I just can't have the person who watches my boys. They can't do it every single weekend. It's just impossible. So that's why I'm missing Crown next week, sadly. I'm still hoping to find somebody, maybe like even just to show up, just to say hi, but I don't think it's gonna happen, sadly. But yeah, so again, just to cover up and stuff. Tomorrow, Franklin, Maine, we have MEW. I'll be there. Dylan Nix will be there. A bunch of other guys. if you're in the area, come show up to it. November 16th is MPW.
Okay, hold up. Yeah, no, keep talking.
Okay, you said hold up, so that's what
Yeah, no, keep talking.
MPW. It'll be in India Island. Amazing show. Mr. Anderson will be there. November 9th, Crown of Maine and Van Barrow, I think it is, right?
Van Buren.
Van Buren, whatever.
That's Crown.
Right, Crown. Nix will be there. Samuel Matthews will be there. Like I said, sadly, I won't be there unless I can find someone to watch the boys. But it's not going to happen, I don't think. But yeah, no. You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm trying to remember how to do this. That's all. There we go.
Share your screen. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
So that's
paint.
That's who made it. I edited it a little bit today.
So why did you have to edit it?
Because it was an old promo shot.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like a mad old promo shot, and I was like, kind of like, I'm not a big fan of this, and so I edited it. So
okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do, buddy? Do you want to watch this match, or do you want to just call it a night?
Do we have any matches to watch? I mean, we don't.
I just Google something really quick.
God, I mean, yeah. If you
we can watch we're both here. We can watch the Island Falls one. Not the Island Falls. The Milford show that we lost the titles at.
If you want to, we can bring that up.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Let's
bring it
up. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of this match. Just because it just to me
because we lost the titles.
Not just because we lost the titles. It just I felt like the match was a little bit rushed.
I know you say that, but it's still like 10 minutes. That's the funniest part.
Yeah, but it just to me it just feels like nothing got to register. So the beginning of it was great, and then I felt like in the heat, and then going up to the finish, I think was like boom, 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 boom. So it's
it got a little convoluted there for a few minutes.
So that's just my opinion. But again, it's like I still love working fucking Calvin and Dave. I love working those guys. So. Wish our Super Moment match wasn't fucking shit quality. I like.
Sorry, girlfriend's going to bed, so.
Okay. It's all good.
So, fun moment. I didn't know Calvin did that, by the way. I had no idea he did that. I didn't know where my hat went. I just remember him pulling it off. So when that happens, I hit right there, and I actually bent the belt.
Oh, you did?
I bent the belt slightly. When we went out back,
there goes your hat. I didn't realize that.
I got it back. It's in my gear bag. I don't know. I think the girlfriend got it for me. So yeah.
You bent the belts though?
I slightly bent the belt. Yeah, they're to be fair, they're zinc, so not exactly super strong metal. So literally, like it got bent when I landed on it. I literally took my thumbs and went and I bent it back into place. So
shit.
They're temp belts as far as I know. I think they're gonna get new ones, but I'm not 100% on that one. This looked great.
Yeah, this was gross.
Might crack the skull of the big cat. That was nasty, man. He might be mounting Tyler Adams on his wall.
Freaking Torres.
These two obviously came in with a game plan here tonight, Johnny Torres, and that was let's catch a champs off guard. Let's do all that we can.
I felt like we didn't get a whole lot of offense in, honestly.
Well, that was kind of the point of the match, though.
Yeah.
That weird. That was gross. I like that.
Yeah.
You look through the Let's Wrestle archives, and he has made it known. It is a fact, Tex. He is a planner among planners.
So,
hey, he thinks a lot, man.
Literally, Calvin and I working through right here. Had no idea where to go here because none of this was planned. So I was like, I think I can stand up with him on my back. I literally physically stood up with him.
These two were the #1 contenders for the Let's Wrestle Tag Team.
Oh, you should have DDT'd out of that. That would have been dope.
No, this is actually where we needed to go. This is the spot we actually worked to. Because what he wanted to do is spin me and get me confused. So I walked into. I thought I was going to our corner. And I went to their corner.
Saying in the opening moments that the MEW Tag Team Championships could
And that wasn't technically their corner. You guys were in the wrong spot.
It's fine.
It's
Got your bragging rights, at least in the hardware to back it up. Dave Dyer. Pummeling him in the corner.
I always forget to have that tattoo in the back of my neck.
to this on YouTube, on social media, that Dave Dyer has had his
Get him out of the corner. I was just like, shit.
in Maine wrestling since the departure of Calvin Strange.
I was like,
You know
shit.
which way I went?
This could be everything that he
Yeah.
needs to pick it up
Yeah.
a notch. Greenleaf, gotta get your head in the game, man. Only a 1 count for Calvin.
And Dave Dyer seemingly staring adoringly at the returning Calvin Strange. Took his own couple moments to get out of the ring there.
And now listen to this. They want the glory for this. What a sickening display to open this contest from the Classic Core, but I can't say it ain't working.
I gotta ask Dave.
Oh, kid, go shut the fuck up.
Right there, he needs to go. Look at Dyer. Get him out of the ring, damn it.
I asked Dave how much those tattoos on his rib hurt.
Oh, I bet they fucking suck.
Oh, yeah.
Our faithful in attendance here in Milford, our first time in town.
This right here, when Calvin's putting me in this, like if you get in close to like you can probably hear me in the ring going, I don't bend that way, I don't bend that way, I don't bend that way.
Just a stone's throw from where Let's Wrestle originated in Orono many years ago.
Beautiful time, and it continues to blossom now. Tag to Dave Dyer.
And Big Cat has been virtually eliminated on the floor since getting walloped with that DDT.
Yes,
Trying to get
indeed.
himself back on the apron. Here comes Nix.
And he's found his way to the center of the ring, but Dave Dyer snuffing out the offense.
I like those little bursts I got though. Like I get like 2-3 shots in, then get cut off again.
And it's getting longer.
I like
every
that.
time, Torres, only a 2 count.
And I mean, no shortage of footage out there of the Wild for Classic Core to have picked apart, studied on their own time.
Me telling
As
Dave,
you had
Dave,
said,
hit me.
they
Fucking hit me,
absolutely
Dave.
have a game
Yeah.
plan. Thus far, they're employing it to great success.
Dave's
Yes, indeed. Cat finally
Dave.
up, and down he goes again.
What a spill, my word.
He just can't keep himself up there.
If that DDT didn't do it earlier in the contest, then my word, that's spill to the floor.
And now he's calling in Calvin. We got to get a little bit of. Whoa! And a mad collision right there.
Ugh,
That was supposed to be double clothesline.
yeah.
That was me. That was me. Dave called double clothesline. I thought they were gonna hit me with the double clothesline. I forgot that we called the double clothesline for me to hit them with. Completely spaced on it. That was me. But I kind of threw like as I went, I was like, oh crap. So I kind of tried to throw both my shoulders forward, make it look like a double shoulder tackle.
Wanted to play that perimeter, got a little too rambunctious.
Yeah, maybe one too many right there. Big Cat. Oh, now fighting back. Big shot. Dylan Nix. Oh!
There we go. Yeah, that was a dope spot. I like that spot.
All in the hips with the German suplex.
Absolutely launched him.
This is the most thing that irritates me about this match, though, right here.
Tag made.
Tags on both sides of the
Yeah,
ring.
tags on both sides. This is what pisses me off about this match, though.
All right.
This match does not make sense now. Like, because I told Dave not to tag, but I think Calvin forgot that he was not supposed to tag because Calvin is technically the legal man for this.
Yeah.
So this whole part of this match doesn't make sense now.
Huh.
So that's why when the we did like my fucking up and over for him to Calvin was shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to figure out like are we flip flopping now? What's
Yeah.
going on? And then Calvin just kept going. I don't think Calvin realized he tagged.
He tagged in. He probably
Yeah.
didn't. I don't know. I don't think he does tag in. That's the funny part. I
No,
think
he
just
did.
comes
He
in.
did tag in.
Did he tag?
He did tag in, and the announcers even announced that he did.
Dave Dyer going for a ride on the Irish whip.
Yeah, ain't gonna be good for you, pal. You either. Stacking them up like cordwood.
The old classic combo. 2 for the price of 1.
The cat's been unleashed.
He went up okay for that.
Yeah, he did. But Dave is so blown up.
Oh yeah.
Just get out of the way. And near danger right there.
A haymaker of a right hand. Old Kodai
See, this is where I'm like,
I don't know about that. Whoa!
that's why that looked like so much shit because I didn't know what we're doing. I'm like,
Dude, it looked
What are we
fine
doing now?
actually. Yeah, because he still jumped. You're like, no.
yeah, I know, but I'm just like, what are we fucking doing now?
Yeah.
Because
You-
you're technically legal.
Yeah, you still look like the powerhouse there, which is nice.
Yeah.
You're like, no, go that way. I'll take care of you
So-
later.
And that's why I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're just gonna run it like Dave's
Yeah.
legal now. So
Ceremoniously to the apron, cat swinging wild. Climbs up into the kick. Dave Dyer now.
Like I said, I think Greeny thought Dave was legal too. That's
Yeah.
why. Come on, shit. God, I love fucking Paul.
I don't know who's the fresher between the two members of the Wild. Oh, now he's got to carry the weight of Calvin Strange.
Yeah, good luck with
Deadlift to fucking Calvin too.
Luckily, he's not super heavy.
Yeah, thank God.
Cat is up.
Making his way to a neutral corner. Whoa! Now function at the junction, and now the pendulum.
Fucking Dave is so. That's what I'm saying. We're not letting anything fucking. We're just going.
Yeah.
Dave is so fucking blown up right now that he can't. He's like he's having a hard time fucking like. I think Calvin should have tagged in. We should have done something like Calvin should have done like been in.
Haven't been it with Calvin. Let Dave breathe.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I like the way we structure a lot of our matches. Yeah, I'm selling a lot in the heat, but it's selling. Like, it doesn't blow me up, you know.
Right.
I don't know about that.
Dude, this looked boom. That looked great.
That looked good.
I love how solid that looked.
Sick of seeing both members of Classic Core in the ring for this period of time.
I would be too at this point. Both on the roll.
And crumple.
Nowhere to go.
My word. And now Dave Dyer, that bulldog spear.
Dave's had enough of it.
Oh, and now.
Oh, don't turn around, Big Cat. Don't turn around.
Ducks the clothesline. Spear.
Not bad.
Dave Dyer.
Spearing bigger guys sucks sometimes because you can't get a good shoulder into them sometimes.
Right.
I have a spear against Eric that looks like absolute hot garbage because I literally hit him a slid when I hit him, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
The
Yeah.
heaviest ordinance we've ever seen Dave Dyer lay out.
It could very well be.
Dave Dyer now.
You see me doing this? I was like, what I'm trying to do is kind of signal Dave. I'm like, go up.
Dave Dyer's mom here.
Is Dave Dyer feeling froggy?
Waiting for Cat to get to his feet. I don't know if that's the best. Ho, nothing. No water in the pool right there. Cat out of the way.
Unceremonious spell, but now Calvin Strange pulling Dylan Nix off the apron. Hard into the post goes Nix.
That's
Ooh,
not good.
I always make those look like $1 million. If I have the room to, I'll swing my feet around and I'll go flying when I do that. I make it look disgusting.
Yeah.
Nobody hole in the clothesline. Big Cat. The pair of punches.
Oh,
Dude, that looks like you should bring a heart punch in.
Well, I usually do the fucking. I used to do that the fucking club.
Yeah.
And then I've been debating on because originally was gonna do the fucking.
Dave, no.
God, going high, going low.
Like, because we didn't sell the crowd at all. We didn't fucking do any of that shit. That's why I was like,
there's stuff we definitely could have
yeah,
worked. Yeah. Watching it back, I've watched it back a couple times, but definitely every time I watch back, I do pick a little more against it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
like there's stuff we could have been like, a couple things here and there, definitely. And the thing is, it wasn't the match itself. Oops, shit, I'm kicking. Oh, I'm trying to get comfortable here. The match itself wasn't awful in any way, shape, or form. It just we needed to slow it down.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like we were just like nothing. Like I think we called way too much shit. Fucking
yeah.
That's
and
the thing.
And the thing is, like, not having, and I mean, to be fair, not having it shine did like bring things in completely different too, because we never really had a shine in that match. It was literally us being jumped.
That's how it was. We had it set up. It was them. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
See, I think it would have been.
You know what kills me is the tag match later had a jump start also. Ben and Eric's match had a jump start also.
Why?
I don't.
Did they not see our match?
All I'm saying.
Okay.
All I'm saying. I don't know who did what, where type thing. It's just that's what
it was Lee's fault. Lee Miller's fault. I'm just gonna blame it on him.
We'll blame Lee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait for the pop up in the chat again. Be like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just like you said. It's not a bad match. It's just I think we called way too much shit. I think
We didn't
if
let
we
anything breathe.
we didn't let anything breathe. We didn't like then. But then again, we couldn't really sell the crowd because we're always down. That was the point of the match, though. We're supposed to be down, 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 and then slowly try to make up and then down. I think Dave was too blown up. So I think
Poor Dave. Yeah, you could tell he's like he was hurting.
I think we should have called something different for the hot spot, the hot tag, just to get Dave out of there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is all comes like afterwards too. So it's like
hindsight's 2020, my friend.
Right. It's gonna be a better match once we have that rematch. That's all it is.
Hell yeah.
So
man, speaking of it, tomorrow with Los Toxisos, that should be fun. So
yeah, the first time I'm wrestling them. So
yeah, well, whose fault is that?
I'm sorry, my wife was having surgery that day. So,
she's fine.
Oh yeah, she's fine. Yeah,
she's fine. No, man, I'm busting your ass. It's fine. But no, seriously, it'll be fun. They were fun to work, and I'm looking forward to working on a one-on-one situation. They're a lot more. I mean, they're workers, but they do a lot of like fun stuff too. So it'll be fun. So
the fuck is that? How many haunts your Discord? Like I was getting Discord, like something from Discord. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Apparently, it's Halloween haunts your Discord. It was telling me that. So apparently, it's something in the background. It sounds like bones clicking together, but whatever. Yeah, I think that's the end of the show, there, buddy.
Yeah, I think so.
You want to plug your shit?
Sure. So you can find me at all social media. You see my there it is. Right down there at hashtag DOTDNix. I was like, I always forget it's backwards. Facebook,
Mirrored,
Twitter, Instagram. Shut up. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it to you. All that fun stuff. I'm pretty much all those places. You can find me at prowrestlingtees.com/DOTDNix. That is the only place you can get one of the official Wild shirts. You can also find some of my cool shirts there too. My original Suplex Cephalopod shirts there. If I want to see that one, Eric Greenleaf actually has one of those, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he actually bought one of my shirts. I was like, that's cool. And it's a ripoff of a Taz shirt. Yes, I will fully admit that, but it has an octopus doing so
that's okay. I'm gonna do a ripoff CM Punk shirt soon. So
there you go.
Actually, sometime I don't know how I'm gonna design it because it's
actually I have an idea for new singles gear. And I want to do a Captain Rex inspired gear from Star Wars. Because like old man Rex, like if you ever see Old Man Rex, I look like Old Man Rex. So
I got a couple shirt ideas. I got one for the Maine of Maine, Maine of Maine. I can say that slowly to make it like do the lion, and then the Maine be like trees and shit like that.
That'd be cool.
Be dope. And then for my boys, because they love Spider-Man, do a Venom inspired fucking like have a lion but as Venom.
So much Venom gear I've seen over the last few years. It's insane.
So they love Spider-Man. That's the only reason why I'd be doing it. So
I feel that.
Like this is for you boys. I'm doing this for you.
For shows tomorrow, of course, MEW in Franklin, Maine. We're taking on Los Toxisos.
Yeah,
I think I pronounced that right. And
I don't know. I can't remember their names. So
it'll be a fun show. One of them, their shoot name is really. I'm not making fun of his shoot name. I just can't pronounce it. So. But both really cool guys, and I'm excited to work them again. And then of course we have next week. Next week is for me. It's Crown of Maine. I'm taking on Wyatt Holiday for the Aroostook County Championship.
Hopefully you win.
Which I will win. Hopefully this time I don't get screwed out of it. Long story at the last one. Apparently Sam has the footage. I have to get that from her. And then the weekend after that is MPW up in Indian Island, or not Indian Island.
Yes, Indian Island.
Indian Island. I got that right. Okay, cool. With that one, I'll just be there. I'm not actually.
You'll be hanging out ringside of me. Make sure there's no bullshit.
Hanging out ringside, probably doing. Make sure music also works correctly too, because I have other jobs. So
yeah. So you'll find me on every platform as well. Big Cat Tyler Adams for Instagram and TikTok, but Tyler Adams for Facebook, Twitter, or X, and Pro Wrestling Tees. It would be prowrestlingtees.com/Tyler Adams. I wish I could switch that, but it's too long. That's the problem. Like that's why I want everything to be one, but I can't.
Yeah.
So you can find Purr Sessions on all the platforms. Just search up Purr Sessions. Again, dates November 2nd tomorrow. be with, of course, Dylan Nix, as well as MPW. November 16th, I will be wrestling against Sammy Matthews. We're going to find and squash that beef. Other than that, yeah, hopefully you guys see that. Also, again, subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. Please and thank you. Follow on Twitch.
Channel, that channel, all the channel.
Yeah, all the channels. You know, it'll help us grow. I know you guys watch it and enjoy the shit. I see it all. Like, see you guys always chatting, having a good time. So
we can see the algorithms and see the dots and all that fun stuff.
Exactly.
We see all.
See all of it. Subscribe, please. Please subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button. Yeah.
Other than that, you guys have a great night. You have a great night, Dylan. Next, I'm gonna go back to playing table card gaming simulator, whatever the fuck it is, where I sell Pokemon cards.
I'm going to bed.
You're going to bed.
I'm going to bed.
All right, catch you guys later.
Bye, man.
Session signing off, but we ain't saying goodbye. Keep your fans like steel reaching for the sky. Professional wrestling, we'll never let it go. Big cats in the house, bringing the rumble to the show.